Tre Borders is from BR Collective, and for anybody that doesn't really know what you do, because you are very behind the scenes, would you like to explain what exactly you do for BR Collective?
I'm the founder. I have two partners, Mario Whitaker, Kyle Fleming. It's a promotion. Shout out to Kyle, Mario. It's a promotions company. We started out with a little lounge in Henderson. We wanted to bring a different culture to like the Vegas scene when it came to like hip hop environment, hip hop's a social gathering. So our idea was just to, promote to like the trendsetters, the influencers, the people that's doing something throughout the city, so it could bring a good and quality environment that's having a good time on a weekly basis. So that was our goal in the beginning, and to branch out into like artist management, brand management.
You've recently you always have Affair Fridays and Lipstick Thursdays. Kind of tell us about those events, how they differ. You know what I mean?
Well, for Thursdays, it's a collaboration with The Movement, which is another promotion company out here who've done events, and we have Franzen as our resident DJ.
Shout out to DJ Franzen.
For sure. Shout out to DJ Franzen. We're under the Light Group, which has the Revolution Lounge inside the Mirage, and it's just a ladies' night that cater to the ladies locally or the tourists, and we give them an open bar from 10 to 12. So that's the idea for a Thursday crowd we market to, pretty women, fellas that know how to have a good time and dress accordingly and be respectful to the ladies. So
it's one of those events that really caters to the gentlemen and the ladies, and and that's why when you guys post the pictures and different things like that, it's a really good look for Vegas, because it's not really, when people think of Vegas, they think of like
glamour and lights.
Yeah. So
strippers,
you guys, but you guys
escorts.
bring the more classier side to what you're doing. So you've had a couple celebrities be involved with these events. You just had Drake at, what was it, Affair Fridays?
No, it was Lipstick
Thursdays.
Lipstick Thursday about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He came as a favor for Franzen's, celebration. So it was a good look, because it was a chance for locals to enjoy a night and rub shoulders with a a big time celebrity without paying big time money to get in.
Right.
So
Definitely.
I mean, for whoever was there, which was about good experience and a good buzz.
Yeah, something that'll make them come back, definitely.
Right.
And I heard Drake wasn't the only celebrity.
Right. We had a couple more in there. 2 Chainz came through. Floyd. So it was a good night.
Cool. Yeah. So when it comes to celebrities, you've been able to deal with them a couple of times with what you do. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
What's your, what can you tell us about that experience? Because a lot of people don't experience that.
Pretty much, some of these guys are just low key. Sometimes they just want to come to Vegas and just have a good time. Just at Oracle. Most of the big time celebrities and artists we didn't have to pay the appearance fee for. This is an environment that they just want to be around beautiful women and be low key and not be really in the glimmering glass, lights all the time.
Right.
So sometimes there's a time and place for that. Sometimes celebrities just want to lay low. Sometimes they want to pop off. So
So you cater to whatever. Now,
it's a balance.
Your style is really like a low key style. When you came out, you really just didn't want to be. You didn't want to be that guy. You just wanted to be the one that really supported people behind you. And why is that?
I'm just a fan of art in general. I love music. I've supported a lot of local artists that's getting buzz right now. When they first started, and those artists know who they are. From Fame to Marion to Sean Rose to Jazz, Fats, all these guys. Dizzy. I follow these guys.
I pretty much had them all on the show, so that's kind of cool.
I just follow these guys. I like the art. I love fashion. And with this marketing, I just wanted to be under the radar already. That's why we never did radio. We really never did billboards. It was just marketing to the right niche, the right demographic. And if we want to have a certain type of look, then that's a certain type of people that we're going to cater and attract and, approach.
Well, I appreciate you being on BossTalk. I usually say that at the end, but I got to say that now because, a lot of our demographic is college
Right.
And a lot of them go to affair Fridays and Lipstick Thursdays. I don't know why I always say that backwards, but they go, you know what I mean? And especially after the buzz that you get when it comes to celebrities and how, you know, you guys just bring out the best in people and in the party scene. You know, I've got to experience it myself once, and I appreciated it, you know, and I'll be coming again, you know. It's just one of those things. So when it comes to your team, who kind of does what? I know that was a question a lot of people had for me that wanted to know. Who does what?
Well, when it comes to like the operations, you know, of course, I oversee most of it. And then Kyle deals with like the promotions, the VIP services with the bottle sales. So there's different aspects of it, but you know, as a whole, we come together, we work. It's a collective effort. But you know, in the club industry, it's just, I mean, we have 2 nights, so you have to. It's a lot of balance, whether it's physically or online. So, and it's kind of challenging because you're marketing 2 ladies' nights. So it's like, why should I go to this Thursday instead of the Friday?
But how do you market for that same female and tell them, don't just go to one, go to both?
Right. It's all about the value. It's all about your product. You know what I'm saying? If you have your person that may work on a Friday, so I know that's the person I'm gonna contact to want to come out for a comp bottle, or if they have someone in town, you know. Then that's that person that always goes on the weekend or wait till the weekend till they're off their work week to get out. So there's a way to market to that person and let the person know what's going on. But then you have your regulars that always goes like both events because they love what you do for.
Okay, so what kind of stuff is coming up next for you guys?
Looking at doing some artist management.
Nice.
You know, more buzz marketing and brand collaborations for other companies, just being that full-fledged marketing bridge for the city, and hopefully nationwide and go worldwide. So that's the goal.
Yeah, that definitely always global is the goal. Okay, so when I asked everybody, you know, what kind of questions that you guys wanted to ask, a lot of people wanted to know how you started, you know what I mean, how and why you started, really, because a lot of people, when they do think of what they want to be in Vegas, it's not technically low-key or in marketing or, you know, something that they don't know is going to be concrete success.
Right.
You know, you kind of made that happen for yourself, but what made you say, I want to do this? You know what I mean?
Just my experience for probably within the last 6 years, you know, just being, you know, working in the retail industry where fashion is, you know, I like fashion, music. I was a VIP host for a couple of major clubs. You know, so just getting that experience and,
right, definitely.
You know, gaining knowledge for the people who taught me, just wanted to just come with them. You know, I seen what was missing out here, and I just wanted to bring like a full-fledged marketing company, you know, starting off as promoters first, you know, bringing events and then branching out, branching out to, you know, artist management, brand management. So just want to have my own company instead of, you know, being a customer all the time, providing the service and providing the right service to a city that's needing culture. So I just wanted to be a part of that changing culture of Vegas, which is needed. So that was my goal.
Nice. So if anybody wanted to know something extra about you that they'll never ask, what would you tell them?
A lot of people don't know what I do besides VR Collective. So I'm always in marketing and sales. I'm a senior account rep for YP during the day.
Oh, nice.
So I always keep myself in marketing. So that's why I'm so passionate, because I deal with sales and marketing on a corporate level. So then, you know, on the street level, which is doing the clubs, it's just I just take it that more serious because I know both ends. So
that's really important to have the corporate and the street. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're dealing with a lot of different types of people. What have you learned with dealing with the different types? You know what I mean?
Just different attitudes, different you know, perceptions. People may think you're Hollywood because you don't give back to them like you need to give back to them. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people got to understand that I have a life. I have a child. I have a relationship. You know, I'm a family man. I go to work just like anybody else, but I have to balance my own company, which is the goal, to have my own company and you know, and provide with it from my company. So you just got to learn to balance and you know, take a lot of punches out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of punches.
You can't get knocked out in Vegas. You just gotta roll with the punches, learn from your mistakes, learn from the people, who burn you, and, take it with a smile and move on and make the next situation better.
And that's a great, almost an ending statement, because what I did want to let you know is a lot of people that knew you were going to be on the show. It's different from other people that have been on the show, I've realized, because a lot of people wanted to hear from you in a teacher type of way.
Right.
They didn't want to kind of hear too much about, your events. I hate to say that, but they wanted to know really how to become. That's why I asked you a lot of marketing questions and because I really wanted to know, especially college kids out here that go here for marketing.
Right.
They wanted to know kind of how they do that, how they get big names out, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people were excited that you were on the show today, just to learn. You know what I mean? And that's kind of different from the people, not saying anything more or less, but it's different from the people that we get on the show. So I want to appreciate you for coming in and definitely sharing some knowledge. And
I hope I helped out. It's just
definitely.
This is an ever-changing sea, and I'm just glad, just like your show. I like the content that you have on your show. That's why I wanted to collab with you, and hopefully we'll collab in the future.
Definitely.
BossTalk VR Collective in the future.
Hey.
But I just want to be a part, really, of this city is hidden from the glimmer and glamour.
It really is.
And I feel for Vegas to be so next door to LA that it should be mentioned as far as the top cities like Atlanta, New York, LA. You got the war shows coming out here. You have all these events coming out here. So I think it's time for Vegas to either, to try to have its own identity as a city, not just for the entertainment capital of the world, but for this city to have so many cultures and races that live here should be recognized a little bit more culture-wise, I think. So that's my goal.
And vice versa, So, of course, collabs in the future. Of course, another interview. I really appreciated you coming in.
No problem.
You know what I mean? And we're going to go to the music, but if you have any questions for Tre, definitely hit me at @JorLore_. And if you'd like to shout out your Twitter before we get off here.
At Tre Borders, TreBorders, same Instagram, at Tre Borders.
All right, so thank you, Tre. And
thank you, guys.